Okay, first thing right off the bat, right out of the way, I want to say thank you to Ralph Scott and Amsterdam Heavy. Amsterdam Heavy and Ralph Scott, thank you very much to you guys for being patrons of mine on Patreon. Thank you very much. I don't know. That's awesome. I don't really know what to say. It's so weird to me that people just give me money. But hey, that's cool. I'll take it. Thank you very much for your patronage. And I hope to continue to do whatever it is that made you decide you want to give me money. So you give me more. Thanks, guys. And now the news, followed by a fun little post-credit thing where I'm fucking with a guy that gave me a shout-out on his channel. Enjoy!
What I have here is a copy of Donald Trump's tax returns. We have his federal tax return for 1 year, for 2005. I believe this is the only set of the president's federal taxes that reporters have ever gotten a hold of.
Holy shit, Rachel, what a scoop!
What we have are these 2 pages, front and back, from the same 1040 form that you might have filled out when you file your taxes.
Uh-huh.
And in terms of what's on here, let me give you the basics. Aside from the numbers being large, these pages are straightforward. He paid $38 million, looks like $38 million in taxes.
That sounds like a lot of money. Do you have a comparison to like maybe the taxes of other politicians? How much they've paid in taxes?
He took a big write-down of $103 million. More on that later.
What is a write-down? What does that mean? What does that mean? A write-down? Is that like, what does that mean?
If you add up the lines for income, he made more than $150 million in that year. Mazel tov.
Oppa!
We got these pages. We got this document today from a Pulitzer Prize-winning investigative journalist who's better on financial matters than almost anybody else in the business. His name is David K. Johnston. These pages turned up the other day in his mailbox.
What an amazing turn of fate.
David will join us live here in just a moment. But because nobody has had the president's taxes before, we didn't know what to expect.
I bet you weren't expecting $38 million in taxes, were you?
When we showed this 2005 return to the White House to ask them if it's real, we sent this over to the White House tonight, and the White House responded basically with, yep.
So they confirm he paid $38 million in taxes. That's a lot of money. Holy shit.
I'm going to read you the White House statement on this tonight. Quote, before being elected president, Mr. Trump was one of the most successful businessmen in the world.
Yeah, successful.
With a responsibility to his company, his family, and his employees to pay no more tax than legally required.
Legally required.
That being said, Mr. Trump paid $38 million, even after taking into account large-scale depreciation for construction on an income of more than $150 million, as well as paying tens of millions of dollars in other taxes.
Other taxes?
Such as sales and excise taxes and employment taxes.
All sorts of taxes.
And this illegally published return proves just that.
Proves it.
Despite this substantial income figure and tax paid, it is totally illegal to steal and publish tax returns.
Aw, shit.
The dishonest media can continue to make this part of their agenda, while the president will focus on his, which includes tax reform that will benefit all Americans.
All Americans. And I really miss my calling as a rap dude's hype guy. I think I would have been great as a hype man. I'd be the best hype man in the business. Fuck you, Flavor Flav. Andy T. I'm the best. Hype man.
White House statement for tonight. For the record, the First Amendment gives us the right to publish this return.
Well, see, that's true. But if the taxes were obtained through illegal means, that's not true. That's a crime. So how exactly did you get these tax returns?
It is not illegally published.
See, like I say, how'd you get them? Huh?
Nor are we fake. Pinch me, I'm real.
He didn't say fake. He said dishonest. You can be dishonest and very real.
But good on the White House for acknowledging the return as proof of what the president made and paid that year. Here's the thing, though. A full tax return for someone like Donald Trump would be a lot longer than the 2 pages that we have here.
Would it, though? Like, I don't know. I'm not sure. Like, I'm honestly asking, would it, though? Like, I'm not a really, really rich person, so I don't really know. But I wouldn't think that it would be itemized like the thing that you just send in. Maybe if they do an audit, I would think it would be itemized. But, like, should plain old tax returns be itemized? That seems like that would be weird to me. Like, that would be reams of fucking paper for sending in for your taxes? I don't know. Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. I might be wrong, but that doesn't make any sense to me.
There are all kinds of schedules and notes and attachments that could be involved, all containing information about the president and his money.
She must have been like, oh my God. The president's taxes. Right? That just seems like what that. God damn. And fucking, what did you find out? $38 million. That's a lot of fucking money to pay in taxes. Holy shit.
Why will he not release his taxes, his full taxes?
Fucking, man, why do you think it's your goddamn right to know? I get it. It's suppressed and everything. But Jesus Christ. Fucking. Man makes money. You found this out, and you found out exactly not what you wanted to find out. What do you really think you're going to find out if you get the man's whole taxes? He's playing you guys so hard with all this. Just so ridiculous.
The way other presidents have done. Why not let the public see the information for themselves? We have obtained this, but this is all we've got. This tells us something. But he still has disclosed, apparently willingly disclosed, nothing.
So you admit that those papers you keep putting up on the screen might have been obtained without his willingness. Well, that's not smart.
Compared to all other modern presidents. Joining us now is David K. Johnston. He's editor and founder of DCReport.org, which has posted this document as of a few minutes ago. He's also the author of The Making of Donald Trump and the Pulitzer Prize-winning financial reporter who found the president's 2005 tax returns in his mailbox.
I'm going to call you George Lucas.
David, thank you for being here.
Delighted.
First of all, congratulations on this scoop. What can you tell us about how you got these pages, how you got this document?
Came in the mail over the transom.
Holy shit, that's fucking amazing. It was in the mail. What a scoop.
And there is absolutely nothing improper about journalists if you haven't solicited something.
Well, define that. I mean, the argument can be made that anybody would love to get their hands on Donald Trump's tax returns. I mean, just the simple fact that nobody has it and the media wants it. I mean, that's kind of like everybody saying, I want the fucking tax returns. Like, that can be argued. Not probably very well. That's not a very good argument. It's an argument, you know. Throwing it out there.
Getting it over the transom. And by the way, let me point out, it's entirely possible that Donald sent this to me.
It's possible. Okay.
Donald Trump has, over the years, leaked all sorts of things. The very sleazy girl-on-girl pictures of the First Lady in the New York Post may have come from Donald.
May have come from Donald.
The front pages of the state tax returns that we had that were sent to the New York Times and the New York Daily News last fall may have come from Donald.
May have come from Donald.
Donald has a long history of leaking material about himself when he thinks it's in his interests.
Maybe. We don't really know. Maybe he has a long history of doing this. Maybe.
Do we have reason to believe that those documents that you just described there were leaked by him, or is it just a possibility?
It's a possibility, and it could have been leaked by someone in his direction.
Maybe. I mean, maybe. Come on, George Lucas.
Mm-hmm. But with Donald, you never know. Donald creates his own reality.
Donald has a lot of fucking supernatural powers. Donald creates his own reality. How does Donald do that? I would like to create my own reality. That'd be sweet. Maybe I have to pay more in taxes. Maybe that comes with $38 million.
And he says things that aren't true. He says things and then denies he said them. He lives in this world that isn't the world of where you and I live, of verifiable facts. So, yes, I think I have to include that in the list of possibilities of where it came from.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't live in a world of verifiable facts. But we think that maybe he might have sent these to us. Maybe. We have no facts to verify. But maybe Donald Trump is living in his own made-up fantasy world. Huh.
When you look at this document, when you look at these numbers, obviously we don't have the supporting schedules and the sort of appendices that you get in big tax returns. Do these numbers seem right to you? Obviously, the White House statement to us is reiterating the $150 million income number and the $38 million paid number. Those numbers seem right to you?
Yes.
So it all looks right, huh? $38 million in tax. That's a lot of fucking money.
And they fit the things we know from other public records about how Donald does business. For example, the dividends that he gets are primarily not what are called qualified dividends. That suggests they come from not big companies like ExxonMobil, but privately held enterprises. They show almost no tax-exempt interest, about $49,000. That would imply at the time maybe $900,000 of municipal bonds. Not much. I mean, there are lots of college professors out there my age who have $900,000 in municipal bonds.
Well, that sounds a lot like jealousy, George Lucas. I mean, you got that whole fucking Skywalker Ranch out there. You're doing pretty good for yourself. You sold Star Wars for what, a couple $1 billion? Come on, George Lucas, be fair. The fuck? Let's see what Fox News has to say about this. It's always important to check in with them.
Well, President Trump's 2005 tax return has been leaked to the press. He paid about $38 million on about $150 million in income. That's about 25% effective federal tax rate. So it seems kind of low to those of us who are paying more than that. But here's some perspective on this. We did a little math in the commercial break. President Obama in 2015 in his federal taxes paid 19.6. That's a lot less. Now, Senator Bernie Sanders, who thinks everybody ought to pay way more taxes because the rich are shafting the rest of us, what did he pay? 2014, Bernie Sanders paid an effective tax rate of 13.5. That's more than 10 percentage points lower than Trump paid in 2005. What does it all mean? I don't know. Trace Gallagher is here to figure it out. Trace?
Well, let me help you with the heavy lifting there, Chris. That means Donald Trump paid a shit ton of money in taxes compared to people who say that people who make more money than them should pay a lot more in taxes. So I guess he does. Huh.
And we just heard from the journalist who actually obtained the tax returns, the 2 pages. They were put into his mailbox. He thinks they might have been put there by the Trump administration. He says his big reveal is that Donald Trump paid $31 million in alternative minimum tax, which he's against. He said without that, he would have only paid like $5 million. This was a lot of hype, very little content, and the viewers did not like it. Some tweeting, is Rachel Maddow filibustering her own show? Another saying, why won't Rachel Maddow release Donald Trump's tax returns? What is she hiding?
That is so very funny. The first time I watched this, I about pissed myself laughing. That was so goddamn funny. What is she hiding?
Very little information coming out of those returns.
He's paid a lot more in taxes than Bernie Sanders, though. How hilarious is that?
Tucker, that is very hilarious. So I got word the other day about this guy, Kyle. And apparently he's all talking shit. Apparently Kyle's always talking shit. So I was told that he was talking shit about my fucking channel in his video. So I'm gonna listen to him talk shit.
So, without further ado, first off, I'm gonna start out by talking about the Egocast, which is another channel.
Yeah, that's right. I'm another channel. You gonna talk shit about me, Kyle? Huh? You talking shit?
Here on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm right here, man. Talk some shit.
Now, I will link one of his videos in my description.
You're not even gonna bother to look which one. That's fucked up. That's a little bit fucked up. You just don't even care.
And, because I can't fucking link channels, because I'm dumb. I can't even link my own channel. Well, I can, but only from one particular computer, because I found the link to my channel on my work computer, and I saved it in my documents folder.
That all sounds like bullshit to me.
But anyway, the point I'm trying to make is that I will have a link to whatever the latest video up on the Egocast channel at the time that I make this is.
Yeah, just whatever. Just who even gives a shit. Oh, thanks.
And I do recommend that you go watch it. It is a channel that was recommended to me by one of my subscribers. It is another small channel, slightly larger than mine.
Oh, now you're gonna shit on me for how big my channel is. That's fucked up, man.
Their subscriber count is not public, so I don't know.
Yeah, that's right. It's because I don't want people talking shit about my subscribers. God damn.
Exactly how much larger, but just judging by their view count, they are moderately, slightly larger than my channel.
Man, he's all talking shit about my subscribers. Man, that's just fucked up.
But another really cool channel. They do make videos that are in the vein of the type of videos that I make.
But what? Like way worse? Is that what you're trying to say? I make shitty videos? Man, why you gotta be talking shit?
But they also make like kind of these like little shorts type videos, which are pretty amusing.
Oh, I amuse you, huh? Huh? Is that what it is? I amuse you? I'm here for your fucking amusement? Man.
They're not necessarily going to resonate on the same page because they're not really related content per se.
What the fuck does that even mean? What kind of shit you talking now?
But I think I found them entertaining. I think you'll find them entertaining too.
Oh, I'm entertaining now. Oh, I was just amusing before, but now I'm just entertaining? Now I'm just entertaining. Man, talking some mad shit.
And I do highly recommend you go check out the Egocast.
And I highly recommend you talk out Kyle, and Kyle's talking shit. What did I just say? Talk out Kyle? Check out Kyle. Fuck me. I highly recommend that you check out Kyle. Kyle's talking shit. The name of the channel is Kyle's Talking Shit. Check them out. I'll leave a link to this video and to his channel. It was really cool, man. Thanks for the shout out. That's awesome. Thanks to, I don't know if you want to be named, but I got this little hot piece that spread me around. You know who you are. Yeah, wink. Right? So, yeah, thanks, man. Thanks for the shout out. I hope you got the joke. I imagine you did. But yeah, thanks. Go check him out, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.